Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with my co-host Micah,
Hey,
Terrence,
What's up?
and Tiara.
Hello.
All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 238. I Think I Love My Wife. I just like to point out, if you have any problems with this movie, Tiara selected it, so there you go. This is the 2007.
That I did.
You did. This is a 2007 American romantic comedy film starring Chris Rock, Gina Torres, and Kerry Washington. Rock co-wrote this film with Louis C.K. and also directed it. And it is a remake of the 1972 French film Love in the Afternoon. I will go to Micah first because this is Micah's first time seeing it and the rest of us have already seen it. Micah, your thoughts?
it's cute, right? It's cute. But it's frustrating because I don't think Chris Rock is a I like Chris Rock and I appreciate Chris Rock when he's doing stuff like this. Like, I don't hate movies that like this that he does. Quite frankly, I hate straight up comedies that Chris Rock does that don't involve him standing in front of a curtain and spouting a joke.
Agreed.
If he's in a comedic movie, like that's comedy first, I'm not a big fan of it. But if it's comedy second, then I do like them and I appreciate them because he's trying. You know what I mean? But this story is so maddeningly frustrating that I was into it, but boy, did it get on my nerves. and I get it, right? Like, that's the story, right? I get it. I'm not here to rewrite this particular story. It's a cautionary tale. It's just really frustrating. But I did enjoy it up until the very end. When it turned into an SNL skit. I just Jay sent me a message. I told him, I was like, man, this movie's all right, but it's really frustrating. Jay was like, the ending is ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm getting towards the end, and I'm like,
what else is left?
Right. Like, okay, he did what I thought he was going to do. And then all of a sudden, the ending happened, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Pretty bad.
And you know
it
what?
Was fucking ridiculous.
You know what? That ending really soured me on this movie. like it was so stupid that I just like any goodwill that I had for this movie just flew out the window because it's like you do this pretty good routine. And then it's like doing gymnastics, right? You do all this flippy shit. Like you're doing a lot of tumbling and flipping to get me to believe that Gina Torres and Kerry Washington want to have sex with Chris Rock, right? but you're pulling the routine off, right? You're pulling the routine off. You go for triple axel or whatever, and you land on your ass. Like, that kills it. That kills the whole thing. So
the entire movie?
Not the entire movie. I did enjoy this movie. I would turn it off the second he ran into that house. That's when I would turn it off. I did enjoy this movie. It's a B minus for me. I did enjoy it, but that ending really just that's the thing I remember from it. You know what I mean?
Like that ending with your E40.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
God damn.
All right, we'll go to Terrence next.
I've seen this a couple times. I forgot about that ending, honestly, and I finished the ending at like 7:00. And I'm like, yo, this is fucking dumb. I forgot how stupid this was. But overall, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Again, the fact that Gina Torres and Kerry Washington are not necessarily lusting after, Kerry Washington lusting after Chris Rock is an SNL skit in and of itself, but whatever. It's fine. He's making money. I mean, it's a Chris Rock stand up, right? In like movie form.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot of his
jokes. There's a lot of his jokes, a lot of his routines, just done in a movie. And I like Chris Rock stand up. So I thought a lot of it was funny. Some of it didn't really land. 15 years later for me. But overall, it's a fun movie. It's fun. And it was frustrating. Like, nigga, don't fly to DC. What is your problem? Why did you?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Like, we'll get into it. I'm like, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen a nigga ever do in my life. But whatever. Okay.
Couldn't be me.
I would say I get it. It's Kerry Washington, but no, I don't get it. No, you're married, nigga. But it's fun. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
All right, Tiara, you chose this movie. You support it. You love it. You love the ending.
I don't. Well, okay.
Black movie,
so
written by
my cousin and I saw this in theaters when it came out. And at the time,
okay,
I was 16.
Why?
In 2007.
Yeah, this is like a mad married people movie.
Really
man.
bizarre movie to go see in a movie theater with your cousin at 16.
I was 16. She was 20. We really enjoyed this at the time. And rewatching it, I still enjoy it. And I like the ending. So I guess I'll be...
Of course you did. Of course you You know what? Let me be quiet. I don't want to upset some random YouTuber.
Like, I was like, okay, it still feels really random. Yeah, I still don't know what Micah did. And I swear to God, I don't remember what we said in that episode. I really don't.
What episode was it?
This is the previous. It was the preview episode.
The best man. So I don't know what Micah did.
Yeah,
Micah, shame on you.
He always saying something. He always saying something. Don't worry.
I was also to say Micah bullies me all the time. So maybe it was just one of the many times where I just kind of like forgot about it. So anyway,
it's an abusive relationship as friends.
Yeah. I know, Micah, stop it. Yeah, I still really enjoyed it. I found myself also frustrated because I'm like, men are dumb. And I felt that way at 16, and I feel that way at 31. This man
You're gonna feel
really
that way for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I mean,
I understand it's Kerry Washington, pre-scandal Kerry Washington, and she's very beautiful. But I was watching, I'm like, no. I thought, I understand what y'all mean when y'all say like Kerry Washington and Gina Torres and Chris Rock. I mean, but I feel like I see couples like that all the time.
No,
like
you don't.
Couples where
no, you don't.
where one guy seems a little, and the woman seems
quote unquote league.
Huh.
Yeah, you see it all the time because
why are you looking at my square, yo? Why are you looking at my square, yo? Look at other squares. You don't look at my square. Don't do that.
I mean, okay, I can do that too.
Fucked up.
But I mean, it is a funny cautionary tale movie. I do think it's interesting that Louis C.K. was used to co-wrote it.
He co-wrote it, yeah.
Right? Because like some of the jokes, particularly the ones where he's like, I see women and I just get mad. I'm like, that does not work 15 years later. Including the restaurant scene when he talks to the manager.
Yeah, that scene was wild.
I was like, that's not okay. You could have gotten that woman fired. All because you can't control yourself. But yeah, I mean, still enjoyable. Still kind of holds up. I like Chris Rock in a role like this. I'm not necessarily a Chris Rock fan. I've never seen his stand up, so I guess if y'all say he's funny, then sure.
You've never seen a Chris Rock stand up?
Nope.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
He's just
okay.
I don't think I've ever been like a super Chris Rock fan. I think this is like one of maybe the only movie that I've like really enjoyed him in. Okay. But I don't think I've watched any of his other stuff.
Yeah, this is top 5 really 2 best movies for me personally.
They are.
I don't think I've top 5. But yeah, fun, solid B. I will probably watch this if it's on Fubo TV or whatever, and I just need to like fold laundry. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you should. By the way, you should watch Top 5. Another movie. I'm sure that Chris Rock was a part of the casting because who's the what's her face is the romantic lead.
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson. Yeah, he was like, okay, look, Chris Rock. I get it. I'm not. Yeah, like
Okay,
I get it.
bet.
I get it. Yeah.
All right, Chris, take it easy.
Yeah, you can tell who he's a fan of in Hollywood. Look, I enjoy this movie a lot. I've seen it a number of times. It's Terrence is absolutely right. There are definitely remnants of like stand-up bits he's done and stuff like that. I mean, the most prominent one that stands out is his statement, which I think a lot of people often get wrong, which is a man is only as faithful as his options. And that's kind of what the whole movie is. It's just that people, I think, don't understand that joke nearly as he meant it. I think people meant like, is the girl you're trying to sleep with or potentially sleep with hotter than your wife? Then that's it. That's not what he means by options. Like there's far more to it. And that's kind of the sort of supposition of this movie. Yeah, I like it. I think it's funny in the right moments. Some stuff doesn't land quite well. Again, it's been fucking 15 years. But there's some jokes that do still land for me. The whole like faking the argument thing where she's like, where are you going? He's like, out to get some duck. Like the way he delivers that line, it's good. I think it's a good delivery. Everybody is good in it. I kind of want to push Kerry Washington into traffic a lot of times during this movie. Like I'm like, yo, you just want to ruin people's lives, yo. Like you're not really even interested in Chris Rock's character. Like she just wants to fuck up his relationship to see if she can. Like that's all it is. Chris Rock is madly stupid. But I am going to take the role of Micah from the last conversation we had, which about the best man, the final chapters, where he said you got to meet niggas where they are. As far as that ridiculous reaction Lance had to his non-binary son, and I would say, Micah, guys acting stupid like this, you got to meet niggas where they are because a lot of guys will behave exactly like this. So, I think that's the problem.
Like, no doubt, this is like. Like this is a remake of a movie that came out in the 70s, right?
72.
And right. And this and in another country, right? And so men have acted like this forever.
Everywhere.
Right, everywhere on the planet, right? Like everywhere on the planet men are dumb. So I'm not surprised. That's why I'm not like trying to rewrite the movie. Like this is the story, and I appreciate it, but God, it's so frustrating. Like if I was starring in this movie would be over in 10 minutes. Like,
Why is that, Micah?
Because the second Kerry Washington came in and started smiling at me, I'd have said, nope. I know I love my wife, and I'm running away. I'm going home. I'm going home, and if my wife don't want to get it on, then me and Paul Henderson are gonna get it on.
So you want to have Kerry Washington in your office asking you for advice, dropping dollars out the window,
throwing my money out the fucking window. Bitch, are you wilding?
I earned that $8. I earned that $8.
No, I'm not.
You're not gonna have Kerry Washington calling your office every day. And then you taking the call.
Block that number, yo. Block that number.
Let me tell you
switchboard.
Let me tell you something.
He was bored, but Jay, he was bored with his life and his marriage, so of course he had to.
I'm going to speak. Micah and I will definitely be able to speak from experience on this.
Rock, go ahead.
No, but they're like, marriage is fucking hard with kids. That's why niggas are susceptible to this dumb shit. Like they are. The point is, you don't do it. You just don't do it. Anybody can make a mistake. You don't do it.
Once upon a time, Jay, there was a podcast called Love School for Nerds.
Yeah.
And
that's right. That's right. And I have not changed my status. I have not changed my views on any of that. I am consistent.
And one of the hosts on that show, also named Jay, said
handsome devil.
Said what was it about cheating? Don't put yourself in the situation to do so.
That's correct. That's
And there were
100%
so many situations that Chris Rock put himself in
Nigga just
that
threw himself into
where he
traffic.
almost ruined his
Yeah, what
family.
the fuck? Hey, come up to my room. No, meet me in the lobby. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, if a woman comes to your job wearing that red dress, look, y'all gonna have a meeting one time. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, don't ever come back here. Don't ever come back here. Knock that shit off. Go.
Don't bring her into your office and close the door.
Hell
Take her
no.
into that-
Hell no.
Take her to the conference room where everybody can see you.
We standing in the hallway. Yeah, that's crazy. Remember Johnny? Yeah, that's wild. You gotta go. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Stop smoking. Like, get out of here. Nah, yo. Mm-mm.
You don't smoke in office. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Stop
yo,
it.
when's the last time this woman was at a business? The 1980s? Get the fuck out of my office smoking a cigarette. Nah, look, I 100% believe that anybody can make a mistake. Like the Chris Rock joke. You can't run that fast. That's why you don't put yourself anywhere near a situation that you can fuck up. No way. Kerry Washington 2-5. Get the fuck out of here. Come to my apartment and help me move. 1-800-MOVERS. Call them. Get the fuck out of here. No. Not coming up anywhere. Knock it off. So, yeah, this movie is maddening, but there are dudes like this. There are a lot of dudes like this.
Or something as innocent as like, aren't you going to get lunch at 2:00? Can't I join you?
No. No. You know what I do? Like, my biggest fear, and I'm sure there are a lot of guys listening who probably do this, dudes who are faithful. When you meet a woman like at work or whatever, and they don't know, like maybe they don't realize you're married or whatever, I just start dropping stories and comments about my wife, because I never want to be in a situation that me and my wife are out and I see that woman and she's like, I didn't know you were married. No, no, you going no. Fuck that.
What if she starts asking questions like, "Are you happily married? Do y'all still fuck each other?"
Yeah, that's the end of that conversation. Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of my face. That's none of your, like he said, it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I'm blowing her back out 5 days a week. Go away. Nah, yo. Again, by the way, before we get into this, I wrote to the three of you and I said, this is going to be the episode where I said, CTR, I told you. Last week, yeah, I wanted to save that for the show. Last week, you weren't really buying the notion of emotional cheating is cheating, right? Because your girl was out there hanging out with the nigga from the fruit stand in the best man in the final chapters. That was emotional cheating. Everything that he does in this movie is emotional cheating. That is just as bad.
I don't remember me saying
you were like,
I didn't think what she was on was emotional cheating.
Nah, you were trying to support her. You were trying to support her. And Haja, whatever his name was.
I don't recall, and I reject everything you're saying. So, but if you need this to be, I told you moment. That's
fine. I'm gonna take my victory.
I'm very happy for you, but I don't recall. So
No, you and I are gonna take this victory lap together because you're gonna shit all over Chris Rock's behavior, and you're 100% correct.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't recall, but look, this clearly means something to you. So I don't want to ruin
It does. All right, let's get into it.
Richard Cooper is a happily married and successful man. He is content with his home life in suburban New York with his lovely wife, Brenda, a teacher, and his 2 young children. There's one problem in his marriage. Their sex life has stagnated, leaving Richard frustrated and sex-starved. Look, they say that the marriage is really tested at 7 years.
Yep.
And that's how long these two have been married. I don't know why it's 7 years.
7 year itch.
How long have you been married, Michael? You got married 20.
I've been married since 2015.
2015.
So yeah, this year will be 8. This year will be 8.
Oh, y'all made it through. Good for y'all.
Yeah, you made it through
Of course we did. Because I am not like, every other dude. And I don't say that. I don't say that as like, no. Just give me a second. I don't say that as like I'm some sort of special, like, no, I say it because I was a loser. I knew what it was like to be a loser, and I know what it's like to I know what it's like to not have a gaggle of women around, to not have those options. So when I found the one that I wanted, I'm sticking to her like glue. Get out of here.
She can't shake your ass off.
She cannot. No, she won't be able to. I will change. No. While at work, he occasionally fantasizes about other women, but never acts upon impulses. Look, that's perfectly fine. You can you can fantasize about like women that you're never going to attain. You know what I mean? The Beyoncés and Rihanna's
Instagram
of the world.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Right. Like there's nothing wrong with that. After an encounter with I mean, look.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Everybody fantasizes about other people, yo. They do. Everybody does. Men and women. We all do.
Nature.
Yeah, it's human nature. If you're a married woman and you saw a picture of Jonathan Majors, you're like, oh, no, thank you. Knock it off. You're lying. Unless you hate the civil rights era. I get it. That's one of the most profoundly ignorant fucking things I've ever seen on Twitter.
It's fucking hilarious. It is.
It's fucking ridiculous, but it's
fucked up. You know, like, what is wrong with y'all? Oh, God. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But it's a fact. Everybody fantasizes about other people. It's acting on it that's the problem. Yeah. We're not the Catholic Church. Just because you thought it doesn't mean you did it. That's ridiculous.
Now,
go ahead,
let me ask you a question.
See, people can't hear you. You're smiling and your head nodding on the podcast. They can see it on YouTube. No, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I don't.
Go ahead and lie to the people. Go ahead.
Look, I'll just say I spent a long time looking at that Jonathan Majors photo shoot and the Men's Health videos, or I think it was Men's Health videos where he was doing some workouts, and I was just like, that man is super fine. And he should be in everything, and I look forward to supporting his career for the foreseeable future.
Wow! Way to support an emasculated black man. That's crazy.
Right? He wasn't emasculated enough for you.
I guess not.
She was like,
"These niggas are crazy."
He's emasculated because he was
that man
wearing
is
a
like
pink coat.
Muscles upon muscles. I mean, good lord! Like you can not lift a weight for like a day, but you can lift me. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
You gotta relax.
All right, calm down. God damn.
Meanwhile, in the next hour and a half, we're going to be completely pieces of shit. But like, relax. That's a little too much.
Is fantasizing about people you will never attain emotional cheating?
No.
No,
because everyone does it. Everyone cheats. If that's the case.
Yeah. All right. Crazy. I'm anticipating YouTube comments. That's all. That's all.
If they say otherwise, they're lying.
Those people are really insecure if they think that.
Yeah. If you tell me you never fantasize about somebody else and you're in a relationship, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. Like
an encounter with an attractive old friend, Nikki True, suddenly casts doubt over his typically resilient self-control. At first, she claims to just want to be his friend, but shows up constantly at his Manhattan financial office just to talk or have lunch, which causes his boss, secretaries, and peers to view him with varying degrees of contempt. Look, she enters Pupkin and Langford.
Yeah, what are the names of this company? Yeah.
And she's wearing this red dress.
It's a fucking dress.
You gotta get out, yo. You gotta get out. I don't want to see
dress, yo.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. Of course, men and women can be friends, but I cannot be friends with someone that I am attracted to. I just can't.
You have a problem.
Nah, yo. Nah.
I can be friends with someone I'm attracted to. I can't be friends with someone I actively would like to have sex with, which is what's going on here. She's like, "Hey,
that's what I mean.
Take a look, and he's like, "Can't stop looking. You can't be. There's no friendship there. There is just moments without the two of you having sex. That's not a,
Well,
that's
whose
not a
fault-
friendship.
In this particular situation, whose fault is that?
It's
her fault.
100% hers. It's
Okay.
100%. It is. That's why she's there. Like, yo, she's touching this dude's face. Yo, knock it off, yo. She knows what she's doing, yo. Come on.
But he didn't have to let her like in the office though.
He didn't. He didn't.
You don't,
Yeah,
you don't have to go to lunch. You ain't
Yeah,
gotta go to lunch.
he could have.
I
He
wouldn't
could have
have
said,
done
"It's
that.
nice to see you." You know, me, you, and Nelson, we used to hang out back in the day. He's
Yeah, that was
good.
fun
You're
times.
good. Good to see you. Bye.
Now, the first time he meets her, in fairness, the first time he meets her, he doesn't go out to lunch. It's the second time. That's where he fucked up, right? Like, she came in super flirty and all this other stuff, and he was like, his dick was the only thing, you know, with enough blood flow at the moment. And, like, he just doing dumb guy shit. Going out to lunch with her the next day, that's where you fucked all the way up. Should have never done that. No way. Nope.
Wasn't it
Wouldn't
the
done
first
nothing
encounter when she came to the office where she asked him if he was like happily married, and she was like, "Oh, you didn't say it right," because he was like, "Yeah, I'm happily married." Wasn't it that first encounter where she asked him those deeply personal questions for someone you haven't seen in years?
I think that was at lunch.
I think that's at lunch because
Yeah.
she's asking and like at one point he's describing her and the day they first met.
Is she
And,
black?
Yeah, she was like, "Is she black?" I was like, "God damn!" Like, okay.
No.
Yeah. So the lunch, I guess, is innocent enough. They cut to another scene of so Richard had made some comment about Brenda's underwear when they were in therapy, and this is a thing that I think guys who aren't married think that like all women's underwear is lingerie, and it's just not. You know, like it's just
not how that works, dog.
yeah, it isn't. Yo, like the dude, like that's like a dude saying that's like a woman saying asking if all a dude's underwear is just like banana hammocks. You know what I mean? Like that's not. Yo. You want to be comfortable. Now, if she don't have none, if she ain't got like nothing, if she don't have nothing from the Savage Cross Fenty collection, then you know that's a bit of a problem. But you know, cut us some slack.
That Savage Fenty collection is amazing.
It really is. Although I don't
seen
like their
It's lovely.
like their membership thing.
Oh, you have to cancel that shit before it charges you.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. Because I'm like, yo, I just wanted to buy this, and they're like, nope, you got to subscribe and all that. Like, nah, yo, that's why she a billionaire.
Yeah, I was about to say she ain't a billionaire for nothing, nigga.
I ain't trying to subscribe to a sexy draws service. Like, what is this?
I mean, why not? Sounds like a deal.
Like I'm not eating the motherfuckers. Like Jesus Christ.
Wait, so it's a subscription service?
Yeah.
The whole wow, yeah, that. Yo, Rihanna's a scam artist. Yo, this is brilliant.
No,
No, it's not.
No,
a scam.
she's
Like,
not.
fucking,
no, it's not.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But
yeah, her shit is really good.
It
I mean,
is.
people seem to like it.
It's really good.
It's
but-
amazing. It's really fucking great. I'm ready to give her more of my money now.
Look, I'm on the website. I'm not mad at what I'm seeing. I don't need these fucking dudes on here ruining it. Get out of here.
Hey, she's very inclusive for dudes
Yeah,
of every size and every color.
I'm glad she's inclusive. I would like to have a more myopic view. Thank you. Is there a button for dudes, like a creep dudes thing? I just want to look.
No.
Creepy straight dudes. No, it's this is all fine. I'm okay with what I'm seeing here. Good for her. Look, I think that the underwear thing, you got to understand that something, sometimes you drive a Porsche, sometimes you drive a Jeep. Depends on what the situation is. And you don't have to, or a minivan. You don't have to always take the race car out the driveway all the time. Like sometimes you just got to go to work. So I get it. I do want to go back for a second where Chris Rock clearly wrote in the script he gets to touch Gina Torres's boob at one point. I get it. She didn't look too pleased about it. She was like, I don't even think that was a character reaction.
I think there might have been an ad lib.
Yeah, she was like Lawrence Fishburne is just standing off camera, like, fuck you,
nigga. You better relax.
He's like, all right, bet. You got it, Morpheus. You got it. Yeah, but the underwear scene again. This feels like the I didn't know you were married type of shit, and I'm like, nah. It felt.
Wait, is this the scene when they're in the store?
Yeah.
So the funny thing about this scene, right? Because she's like, it's Richard. Oh, it's Nikki, as if they hadn't been to lunch before. And I'm just thinking, like, shouldn't you know that you're doing something wrong, but you couldn't tell your wife that you had lunch with this woman like yesterday?
Yeah, he knew. Here's the thing. No guy wants to have that conversation because Nikki is way too fine to be like, yeah, I went to lunch just with her. And that's not gonna get taken well.
Be there. Was she
so what would you do?
Like, why the fuck was she there?
What would I do?
My question.
Yeah. So what would you do?
100% honesty. That woman came to my office. She asked me for a letter of recommendation. I gave it to her. I thought she kind of looked like a tramp in that red dress, even though I really didn't. Nah, yo, you do what every guy does when he sees a fine woman wearing something that he knows his wife don't like. You cut her down a little bit, even though you like it. You're like, she looked real trampy, and that. Like, yeah, she did.
But would you admit to the part where you're like, oh yeah, we might have grabbed a bite to eat while we talked about.
I wouldn't have slipped it in on some half-ass shit. I would have said that shit. I'm going to lunch with Nikki, the one I gave a fucking recommendation to yesterday. She's taking me out to lunch as a gift. I don't lie to my wife. Fuck that noise. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Nah, yo. Every time you try to be slick, you're gonna get bit in the ass, even if you didn't do anything. Because if she finds out and it's innocent, you still look mad guilty. Just say the shit.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't have done the whole oh my god, Nikki, it's been so long. Hey, my god, it's so nice seeing you. Even I just saw you yesterday.
How you doing? Like, y'all went to dinner yesterday? Y'all went to lunch yesterday? Like, yeah, we went out because Now you look like an asshole.
Yeah, yo. Right. You got to put it all up on Front Street, yo. All that hiding shit. Nope. Nah. Now, if this was you, Tiara,
yes, and
your husband, some dude you trapped, some Asian dude you trapped, right?
Why do you have to say trapped?
I don't know. I'm just one of the niggas from BTS is there, right? And in between his singing, singing and dancing and shit. So you getting mad? You getting mad at your husband if he's like, I went to lunch with this person?
If my husband is Travis Kelce, am I getting mad if he does what?
If you're there, you're Gina Torres, and you find out he went to lunch with Kerry Washington and didn't mention it until right now.
Would I be mad?
Yeah.
I would be suspicious. I'd be like, why didn't you tell me this? I'd be irritated.
Oh, Bang Tang. Sorry, my bad.
Bang Tang Son Yeon.
You could just again. Mike just said move on. We all said.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's really funny. That's funny. I don't give a fuck. It's offensive, but it's funny. Sorry.
I wasn't trying to be a dick. I really wasn't.
Not that You're just making Asian sounds.
No,
that's what BTS stands for, right?
Yeah, he did, Mike.
Yeah. God damn.
Yes, he did, Micah.
It's not like an Asian name in a J.K. Rowling novel.
You better apologize to our Asian listeners. If we have any, I'm pretty sure we do.
I think we've lost them all at this point. My bad.
You lost them all.
I did. So
you'd
be a little suspicious, right?
Yeah, I'd be like, I mean, but I also know myself well enough to know to be like, oh, so I would be wondering, how do y'all know each other? What did y'all have for lunch? What time were y'all at lunch?
Oh, damn.
Are you single?
Oh, damn! You throwing "Are you single" out there right then?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'd be like, oh, so like, because they do the whole like, oh, who are these kids? I'm like, oh, so do you have any children of your own? A husband? Anyone?
Oh, wow. That
Like,
feels
I would want to
awkward.
know.
Feels awkward.
Yeah, it'd be real awkward. But the thing is, I revel in the awkward moments. So it would just.
Yeah, I
I
was just there about 3 minutes ago. I know.
Yeah, you were.
My bad.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Damn.
I think you'd be
one nigger, Asian folks. No, we won't. No, don't do that.
Please don't.
No, don't do that. On my point,
Go ahead.
please.
So
Anyway.
so at this point, it's super awkward because Gina Torres looks like she would body slam Kerry Washington. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's been like 8 years. Oh, that's crazy. And so he's told his first lie.
So
Mhm.
he's
Not a good
we
look.
cut to I guess the next day of him trying to, and we get his inner monologue of him trying to justify, everything that he's done, right? Like he went to this dinner or to this lunch, but nothing happened. And well, I lied, but nothing happened. Like it's not, so it's cool, right? And then we cut to a scene that I'm all too familiar with. Richard is at work and he gets a call from his wife to talk about whatever. It's not important.
Wall sconces.
Just checking in. All right, I'm working.
It's like 10:01. Is your interview done yet?
Yeah. Yo.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, it was 10:01.
Yo, it's literally okay.
I'm walking upstairs. Oh, that shit was
one part, one joke, the film, Chris Rock is like, Richard's like, man, when you first get married, you get calls like this. And then it cuts to Gina Torres talking about, I can't wait for you to get home so I can suck your dick, right? And now, after 7 years of marriage, it's, I can't wait for you to get home so you can check out these drapes or whatever, right? And yeah, like this story gets like,
I never got that first phone call. That's certainly not that one. God damn. Jesus Christ.
it gets what it feels like to be married for a while.
Yep.
If your marriage is in a rut, and all marriages go, they're peaks and valleys, man.
Of course.
But it amazes me that people don't know what they signed up for.
It is a bit weird. It is a bit weird that people are just like, oh, it's always going to be like the first 2 weeks you were dating. Like, no, it won't. Like, it just,
right.
That's just not the way, especially if you have kids. It can't be. It shouldn't be, to be honest.
Right.
It's just like, that's not how life works.
Right.
Life is
Right.
not perfect. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
It doesn't, that's not how any commitment, no matter how small, works. Like,
No.
it just doesn't, you get a pet, there's going to be some ups and downs, like,
Right.
like that dog is going to pee on the floor and you're going to get mad at it. But like, I don't know. Is that what dogs do? I don't know.
A dog pissing on the carpet to Micah,
Yes.
same as his marriage. Wow.
Or worse, you'll hear them retching at 3 a.m. because they're about to vomit over your carpet, so you have to hurry up and get them outside.
Yeah.
Again,
Or-
much like a marriage.
Or they have diarrhea and you're up
That
every hour trying to make sure that they don't diarrhea over your apartment.
sounds like fun.
Sounds great. and it's having a dog sounds great. And no return on investment. That dog's not going to grow up and take care of you when you're old.
Hey, they
Wonderful.
take care of you emotionally.
No, I need a dog I need somebody to take care of me financially.
You know
Pay
what?
some bills.
I feel that.
Yeah, but like it is a bit weird. I have to say, I don't know why adults don't get the idea of marriage not being that way, or I don't know. Like it seems to be more prevalent now that people think, well, you don't do things as you used to do when we were first dating. I'm like, it's been 35 years. Yo. Like, come on, like,
no fucking shit.
Yeah,
like everyone gets on everyone's nerve at some point. Like that's just an inevitability. It's going to happen.
Yeah. What's it?
Like, I don't understand how the fuck y'all people don't understand that. It's very strange. And
well,
like how you deal with it is what the important part.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's the old adage, like, show me a beautiful woman, I'll show you a woman that's getting on the guys. Tired of having sex with her, he gets on his nerves.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing for men, of course.
Like, you gotta, like me and my wife, whenever we do go out on a date, like, one of the questions that inevitably comes up when we're talking is, are we good? Like, anything you want to air out, any grievances you want to air right now? and we both do it. And we both get our grievances out. And we try to, correct
really
it because that stuff festers, man. That stuff festers and it makes you bitter. It makes you like just can't stand that person, man. So you got to do stuff like that, man. Especially when you have kids, yo. God damn. Especially when one of those kids is testing the fences, so to speak. Oh yeah, we got a little raptor in the house. It really plucked my nerves. I told him that today. I said, "You testing the fences, Maxwell, and one day you're gonna get shocked." And he was just like, "What did you say, Daddy?" I'm just like, "All right, yo, all right."
Nigga, I'm about to punch you in the face.
You'll find out when you're 16.
I should be a movie called "I Think I Love My Kids" because just niggas getting on my nerves. They have this weird scene where Nikki is all of this is part of the seduction, right? And this is a weird way to seduce somebody. Again, this wouldn't work on me. I grew up in Pikesville. But she comes into his office and is like, yo, give me some money. I'm going to throw it out the window. Get out of here.
You're an asshole. See, what I said earlier is nowhere near as bad if you understand that joke. There's no way near
nobody
as bad.
knows what that means.
Yeah,
nobody knows what it means.
Like, it's a fucking silent joke.
No.
I don't condone any of this.
It's unfair. It's unfair.
These are grown
local.
people who know better. Micah.
Yo, that was just a weird scene, yo. Like, I get it, right? Like, she's different and she's spontaneous. Yo, that's money, yo. That's money.
It's just a few dollars. Like, they threw like $10 outside.
Then you give me $8. You give me
give me $8.
Mine. No, it's mine.
Yeah,
I gave
exactly.
you $9.99. What'd you do with it?
Give me 8 more. And I'll tell you.
No. Should have spent the $9 I gave you.
Yeah. Look, it was a gift, right? You gifted it to me, okay? And it was for the kids. So you ain't give it to me, you gave it to them.
The kids can't spend money. So what do you do?
Kids can't what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They
Out of your
can't
goddamn
spend money.
mind.
You spend
You out of
money
your
on the
mind.
kids, but they're
Out
not
of your
going to the store
mind.
and buying
Get
stuff.
out of here. You are out of your mind.
And also, I gave you that $9 before your second one was born. So why you put on your second one?
All right. You know what? You're right. The first one spent it.
What do you do with it?
Look, we ain't got to go through all that. Look,
Okay.
Another thing that this movie gets right.
He bought
is the
he bought
idea-
himself a DVD. That's what he did. He lied.
The other thing that this movie gets right that I kind of chuckled at was he's like, when you're married, you go out, you hang out with married people.
It's true.
And it's true, right? Like, what do we look like hanging out with Tiara? You know what I mean? And then I saw this couple and I was like, is that Stephen A. Smith?
Wait,
This is the most random.
First of all,
Random as fuck.
why do I have to catch straight right now? I ain't
Because you were single.
Because you're picking on me and you're single. And
I
that's what
always pick on you.
happens when you pick on me and single. See, if you were married and picking on me, that'd be different. Or if you were single but weren't picking on me, that'd be different. But the both, nah, yo. So you catch a stray. And second of all, Stephen A. Smith is in this.
That was the most random casting of all time.
I was like, wow, that guy looks. I was like, that guy looks a lot like Stephen A. Smith. And then he started talking and just being loud. And I'm just like, oh, God, it is Stephen A. Smith. What the fuck?
Hilarious.
Okay, married couples. Do y'all? So, Micah and Jay, y'all hang out and do whatever married couples do. Do y'all talk about the same stuff that they talked about? Michael Jackson and rap and how rap is failing the Black community and all types of conservative white stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't say our conversations are that far off from this. To be honest with you, they're not. Yeah, no, this is what married people talk about.
Once you get to a certain age, you know what I mean?
Age thing.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
This is a, you know, we would go over my wife's friends. We would hang out with them, all beautiful women, all single for some reason, and we would talk about like just old people shit because we old. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily being married. This is, like Terrence said, an age thing. But I do hang out with married people. And I mean, it's cool, right? Like you need something, right? Like when you're married, it's hard to find shit to talk about.
What do y'all talk about when y'all hanging out with your married friends?
Yeah. How young
we
people
talk about our friends.
Single people are ruining everything.
We talk about our friends. We talk about like pop culture, which is weird because like we have two
pop culture? Like y'all
vastly different.
Like, you don't know nothing about pop culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have vastly different things that we like. It's mainly about because she has a lot of single friends and they're all in their 40s. Like we talk about them a lot because it's like it's just kind of, I don't want to say sad because some of them are single by choice.
Sounds depressing, man.
Well, look, here's a pro tip, right? Here's a pro tip.
I know where this is going.
You talk about people who are in, you know, not as good situations to make yourself feel better.
So y'all a bunch of assholes.
Well, look, I didn't say we weren't. I didn't say we weren't. I didn't say we weren't.
You just asked what they were talking about.
But it's, you know, and we like when you're married and you have single friends, like you want to hook them up. And I hated it when it happened to me, but now that I'm on the other end of it, like I know, like quite frankly, there's a woman that I would love to introduce to you, Terrence, but I just know it. Like I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want that for me. So so I don't know if you would want it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, yo. But she's super dope. She's super cool. Kamashon, if you're listening, and I know you listen, go to YouTube and check out this sexy dude named Terrence, and you let me know.
He's an introduction. He's a bird enthusiast, as I've learned.
I'm a squeaky voiced bird enthusiast, according to Jay's daughter. Fuck, it's fucking weird.
That's what she said. She's very
children
smart.
Are fucking odd.
Yeah, children are very
strange individuals.
Yeah, what do you and your wife talk about?
All sorts of things. It's kind of interesting. Like we just celebrated our 12th anniversary the other day, and I don't know. I mean, most of it is like where life is going, like, you know, for us and stuff like that. And, you know, we talk about those kind of things. I don't know that we do the like, you good kind of check in necessarily, not directly. Right. No,
we're very blunt. I'm an engineer and she's a lawyer. Ain't no beating around the bush.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, we don't necessarily do that as like directly. But you know, my wife certainly has no problem in telling me if I'm not doing something correctly. So, you know, I always know, you're fucking up, son. But it's yeah, I mean, like I think we're both kind of at, I guess you could call it, like, we're not having midlife crisis, but we're at the age where, you're thinking about like your kids' futures and your own future, and like you weirdly have to address like your own mortality and those kind of things. Like, okay, like get yourself healthy and all that other shit. Like, we're kind of there. So we're kind of in, we're hitting the sort of the second half of our lives. So it's just kind of concentrating on those things. And most of I guess probably a lot of our conversation is around like our daughter and like making sure she's okay and stuff like that. But it's interesting. I mean, there was this like really famous sort of longitudinal study about married couples, interestingly enough. And it was like at a certain point, they are completely miserable. Like when like early into having kids, all the way through to their kids are like teenagers, they're at their lowest happiness point. But, compared to single people. But once their kids become like high school age and like out of high school, they become happier, and then they become happier than single people ever are throughout the rest of their lives. So it's like, we're kind of in this sort of that second half, right, of like preparing for that. And look, having kids is fucking hard. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy. That's a fucking lie. It's super difficult. But it's it can be consuming, and like, so we talk about that kind of stuff. But it's not all negative or anything like that. And then we, drink some expensive wine and have a good time.
At this dinner, a waitress comes over and she's got cleavage showing, and Chris Rock, Richard's character is like, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom. And he goes up to the manager and is like, how dare you send that waitress with those big ass titties over to my table? I demand a new waiter.
She is super
Like,
fun,
nigga, sit your ass down. What the fuck kind of nonsense? Like, what?
Like, this is what I'm talking about, Like, this character's dumb. This character's really stupid, and I don't like just like blatantly stupid characters. I don't mind if a character is dumb. Like, this is arrogant and dumb, and I don't like it. But and they said wait person instead of waiter. Like, what is this? 2022? Like, it's a waiter, yo. It's a server, yo. Like, what the hell is a wait person? Anyway, he was like, I demand you.
15 years ago.
I demand you give me a waiter, that old man as a waiter, that old white man.
I was like, nah, you good.
That was very strange.
You can keep her over here. It's fine.
Well, like Tiara said, that's probably a Louis C.K. That's one of Louis C.K.'s contributions to this movie.
Makes perfect sense.
Nah, he would have been like, nah, can you just have her go stand next to me and I'll just jerk off in the bathroom, and then she'll be disappointed and I'll just walk out.
That is a wild fucking fetish, dude.
Have you seen that clip? Have you seen that clip of him talk about it? I haven't watched his new stand-up, but like, he was like, everybody has a thing. Thank God that no one knows your thing. He's like, everyone knows my thing now. He was like, even Barack Obama knows my thing. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, he was actually pretty open about it. That's an unfortunate kink to have.
Ew,
no thanks.
Yo. What the fuck is wrong with you? Huh? Yeah, watch me jerk off, and then you can leave. What?
I mean, that's one step. That's one step closer to being a cuckold, yo. Like, that's
nah.
Like, the next thing you're gonna want to jerk off to is like some dude breeding your wife. You know what I mean?
I don't like that word. Yeah.
I know. That's why I used. That's why I used.
Like, that's like no.
No, that's like dancing gorilla shit or whatever that is.
I really hate that fucking phrase.
Breeding your wife. What the fuck year is this?
No, this is a thing still happening in 2023. Yo. People still say that. Yo. It's gross. It's gross.
So Nikki comes to see him again. She's like, "Oh, it's over. Me and Michael K. Williams are breaking up." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then she's like, "Let's go to your office and swap iPods. Because you got nigga ears."
I don't like that term. I don't like that term. I didn't like it the first time I heard it, and I don't like it in 2023. No.
That was most definitely a fucking Chris Rock's joke.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
What you gotta keep one term, okay? Grooving gorilla, breeding, or nigga ears. Which one are you keeping?
I'm keeping breeding.
Of course you would.
I don't know. Would. They're all awful. They're all awful.
I'm keeping nigga ears.
Yeah, I don't like that term.
One would say that I have nigga ears. And I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with having nigga ears.
I love when she's like,
I don't know what it means.
I love when she's like later on, Gina Torres is like, where's my music? Where's my Peebo Bryson? I'm like, wow, okay. Like Peebo Bryson, god damn! Like you're 40, not 80.
Like a fucking Peebo Bryson song.
Relax. I know I'm not letting somebody take my iPod. Get out of here. I don't trust that.
How do you explain that to your wife? Where's your iPod?
But nigga ears? Oh, iPod.
No, I mean like somebody beat me up and stole my iPod. Like,
how do you explain it when you get it back?
I fought him. I got it back for you. I fought for our love.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad at lying to my wife, guys. I'm not good at it. This is a thing I'm more than okay with.
So she comes back and is like, and even Richard's secretary is like, can I talk to you, bro? Like,
are you fucking up?
What are you doing, dude? like come on, yo. So because she broke up with Michael K. Williams, she needs a place to stay. So they go to, some neighborhood that is not where you would think she would want to be at, and to stay, right? And
I love the landlord.
Yeah, the landlord is
like, I know exactly what the fuck is going on here.
Who's paying the rent? I am. Sure you are, honey. Okay. Yeah. Look, again, these are things I don't understand. I'm not paying your rent. I'm not your financial sponsor. Get a fucking job. Fuck off. No. Mm-mm.
She has a job.
He's like, I'm married. I have a ring. He's like, who do you play for?
Yeah, that show was funny. Yeah, that's right.
She works in the restaurant. Yeah,
that's right.
She has a job.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. She can pay for her little shitty apartment. Like, whatever.
She said she would.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Nah, yo, I don't try. I don't like this woman, yo. No, he wasn't. I don't care for Kerry Washington's character at all in this movie. I really don't. I mean, I enjoy looking at her character. I don't enjoy anything that comes out of her mouth. I really don't. No, she's a scumbag. Then they do something that all married couples are forced to do at some point. They're watching a home improvement show. So yeah, that's just a thing that happens. It comes with the rings.
Yeah, it does. Like I've never watched HGTV before I got married. I never watched it while I was engaged. But when you're married, it's just different.
Like the TV is just like, it just automatically changed to HGTV.
Yeah, it's just like defaults to
you try to
HGTV.
change the channel, like, what the fuck is wrong with my TV? I can't change
they're like, oh, you didn't want HGTV? No problem. DIY it is? Was that what you want? God.
Like the fact that I know that HGTV is channel 665 is like a testament to how much we watch HGTV.
Oh, yeah. I cut the cord and we still watch that shit. It's ridiculous.
Did you just recite the channel number?
Yes. That's how much we watch.
This is your future, yo. This is your future.
Well, I already watch HGTV, but I'm just...
Oh, you ready?
Mike,
you ready to get married?
You haven't cut the cord yet? Like,
No, yo.
I don't know anyone else who knows a channel number. That's
He will not let go of cable, yo. He spends $700 a month.
Yeah, that's a spouse that doesn't cut the. She wouldn't know what to do.
She doesn't want. I'm telling you, yo. Like, it's not. This is not.
Save yourself like
TV
$300
or
a month, yo.
Nah, yo, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because I don't want to go in there every time she wants to switch the television channel. Okay, like it's not. I know I love my wife, and I know my wife, and y'all don't. All right, like this is just not gonna work.
But it's so much easier on a streaming service.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, please don't have this conversation with me. Please don't. I understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all are coming from a place of ignorance. Okay, I'm just telling you.
We are. It's true. It's true.
Like, if you get a Roku TV, you could have your remote do everything for you. You can literally an Alexa. Yeah.
Like, I mean,
that's what we use. You just say HGTV.
Turn on Netflix or HGTV. Or search for a fucking specific
she barely
movie.
gets look, I have to turn the TV on sometimes because she will point it, but she won't point it at the TV. She'll just be like, I'm like, the TV is over there. Why are you not?
Well, that's another problem. That's your problem. I gotta.
And she's incredibly. She is incredibly impatient. Okay, the TV doesn't take long to come on, but when you hit the button, it's got to beam a signal from one place to another. It's not instant, okay? And then the TV is like a computer. It has to boot up for 10 seconds, okay? It just, I'm not having this conversation, yo. I'm not having this conversation. I'm not. I refuse to have this conversation with you.
Get a Roku TV. That'll change.
Nope.
That'll fix everything.
Nope.
It literally
no,
will.
it won't.
Like,
no,
your TV, your remote can turn on from any room in the house.
Yep.
Nope.
You can be like, hey, Roku, turn on HGTV. It'll cut it on automatically.
Nope.
Hey, Roku, turn on Netflix.
Nope.
Hulu.
Nope.
All
nope.
that.
Nope.
Voice control,
I am.
my nigga.
You know how some people. Now some people are word people and some people are numbers people. She's a word people, and word people don't really
say word to
people.
The mic.
Nah, yo, word people don't know how to use technology, yo. They don't.
I'm so confused because, like, I would consider myself a word person. I have a smart television, and I just, it's just, my life is so much easier. I just press the button, and it. No,
you guys are coming from a place of ignorance.
All right,
yo, that's wild. I'd be furious, yo, but you know, that's what love. That's what marriage. That's what love is.
That's what love is. Like, it's literally.
I know
marriage in a microcosm is keeping cable, even though you know damn right you absolutely shouldn't. That's how you know. That's how you know that nigga love her, yo. Kerry Washington could never come between him, her, and a cable bill. She could never do it.
I mean, like, I just think that I realize I haven't heard someone say, "Oh, it's channel this channel," and say the channel number. I feel like it's been a good decade. Like I think that's the part I'm so tripping off of.
Oh my god.
So in the movie, at the just before this scene in the movie, when she switches iPods with him, he's listening to "I Won't Get Tired of You" by the Foo Fighters, right? That's how Micah's wife feels about cable television. Like, she thinks about it, she's like, "I won't get tired of you." 665. Like, that's her shit. That's what she loves. Oh my god.
So
Jesus.
So the next day, Richard and Steve Buscemi are walking into work. Nikki is right outside.
No.
And Steve Buscemi, he pulls up and he's just like, "Yo, what are you doing? What,
right.
Like, is
instantly like, it's your problem, bro."
Yeah, is she worth it? And Richard's like, "Yo, you cheat on your wife all the time," and I don't say nothing. And and Steve Buscemi's like, "Yeah, but I've been married 17 years, and I can fuck a girl and go home to my wife. You can't. You want some Captain Save-A-Ho shit."
No, hearing Steve Buscemi say Captain Save-A-Ho was fucking ridiculous.
and she gonna get you fucked up, yo. And Chris Rock is like, Oh, don't tell me what to do. And then he goes right back out there. Also, I've been kind of quiet about it. When did this movie come out? 2007?
Yeah.
Chris Rock is 2007. You got money.
Get a haircut. Nigga.
Get a tailor, yo. Like
that suit is not
The
acceptable.
tailor route. I went the haircut route. Never mind.
Well, I mean, look, one step at a time. One step at a time.
No, you get a haircut first. You come on.
Haircut
Come on.
first.
Yeah.
And make that suit look a lot better.
That suit is mad big, yo.
I don't know, yo.
No. The haircut would make the suit look better. Then you work on that. Then you work on the suit.
Look, either or.
Line
Either
up,
or.
yeah. Line
it up.
Hair,
That's what
yo.
you need to do. You need to line it up, yo. You need to line it up. And look, I know I can't talk, right? Like my hairline does like a Gumby, right? It's like it's getting kind of round. It's getting kind of like slanted, right?
Little
like,
LeBron James action. That's all right. You good?
yeah, a little LeBron James action. That's all right. That's all right. Because your ass is bald, okay? I don't want to hear nothing from you, nigga. Your fucking forehead, nigga, your forehead fucking tried to regentrify your hair off of the fucking head, yo. I don't want to hear that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Look. I'm not upset by it. I've let it go. It's fine. I don't give a fuck. It's cheaper.
So he goes back out and Nikki's like, come with me. I want to take you somewhere that I think you'll like. And it's a car show.
Nah, everything about this screams, this is a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
You can't go to no car show looking at super expensive cars with some fine ass woman. Nah, yo, that's not your wife. Knock it off. Nope.
Sitting in a sexy ass Porsche with a beautiful woman.
Nah, that's a recipe for disaster. No, thank you.
But he's not the brightest character.
But this is a first date move. This is a thing a woman, like, you go on a date and a woman's like, oh, let me plan the date. And you're like, all right, let's go to this car show. And you're like, oh shit, that was kind of dope. She's a cool chick. Like, she's into cars and all that stuff. And you're like, yeah, you fucking turgid the entire time. Yeah, this is not a thing you go with your friend. Nah, yo.
You know, it's so back to the Steve Buscemi thing. And Richard's like, I'm not fucking her. He's like, well, no, she's fucking you, but you don't know it yet.
Yeah,
right. That was fucking funny.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
I mean, look, I can't confirm or deny what Jay said is true, or if Jay is right or not. But I would just say that sometimes it works.
See, just saying. Micah in full judgment.
Just do it when the guy is single and you know, and available.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you went on a date, you took a woman out on a date, right? And it was like, oh, it was like a standard date. Oh, I went to dinner, everything was cool, everything worked out, it was a good date, you liked each other, I like you, you like me, I see you tomorrow, type of shit. And then she was like, let me plan date 2, and she took you to a car show, and y'all had the time that they had. You'd be like, this chick is the coolest chick of all time. Yeah, and you'd be like, hell yeah. Like, tonight's the night.
Attention. We hear about things that you men would enjoy.
Yeah.
And try to...
expensive cars coupled with a good looking woman who's interested in a thing that you're interested in. Yeah. Wow.
It's not rocket science.
Right. Yeah. Just shoot the fish directly in the barrel. It's not hard, right? The guy's like, I like her. She like me. She likes stuff I like. Like,
as we'll see later, they're just, you know, he's just a friend and she's just a friend. Mm-hmm. As they'll sing later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. if Bismarcky is the soundtrack to your friendship, is a fucking problem. All right. Nah. Fuck that. No, thank you. So Rock comes home and tells his wife he has an idea for something they can try.
Terrible idea. Don't do that. Why would you, like, it's just, look,
because he wants to have that fun with his wife.
I understand. Would not take my significant other.
That's wild.
Yeah, I would not take my significant other to the place where I went on a friend date with a very attractive friend who, like, literally like the day before. Because why would you wouldn't be nervous about someone recognizing you or anything?
Yeah, that's
that
true.
was my thought. I was like, hey, you was here yesterday. They're like, nigga, my family here. Like, well, shit, it wasn't yesterday, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, okay.
Like all of us look alike, man. It was somebody else. Like knock it off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Dumb.
it's a reckless moment. But yeah, he's trying to, like, it's a weird thing because him doing that is weirdly him trying to have a good, fun rekindling of his relationship. But their relationship has changed where she's like, yeah, let's get a minivan. This looks dope. And it's like, yeah, you got 2 kids, like that's your life. The Lambo is not your life. Not now. Like, but he's trying to force his wife to have the same relationship as a single woman. That don't work.
Also, like, don't sleep on minivans. Like, my wife has already was like, nah, this minivan is great. We ain't never buying a minivan, right? But we will rent the shit out of the minivan because the shit was fucking dope. Like, it felt like I was flying a spaceship.
Yeah, when you guys rented one, that's right.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad. Like, I see the appeal. I just, don't like the look of them, but
I don't like the aesthetic.
yeah, I don't like
not
this.
aesthetically pleasing.
Like, if it looked like the Enterprise on the outside, then yeah, let's rock and roll, right? But it looks like Bullet Bill. You know what I mean? not trying to roll around in Bullet Bill. So
I don't know if you got it black with the face painted on the side, it might not be bad. Like you'd be all right. You know, some different shit.
So Richard is in this big meeting, right? In the middle of this big meeting with some people that Jay were making fun of earlier. And
yo, come on, yo.
He picks up
You gotta
phone.
knock it off here. You gotta knock it off.
Yes, you do. He picks up the phone.
No way to know where those people are from.
First of all, why is your phone not on silent?
I mean, that's just proper work etiquette, right? Like, get out of here. But he picks it up and answers it, and it's Nikki, and he's like, "Hey, I'm in a meeting," and she's like, "It's an emergency!" And instead of hanging up the phone,
Like,
this
you better call 911.
right? This stupid character is like, "Okay," and I mean, maybe he's got broken birds like syndrome. I don't know, but he's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll stop what I'm doing for this. I'm in the middle of this meeting. I'll stop what I'm doing to come and save you. And they get a cab, and she's just like, hey, I need you to help me move. Michael K. Williams is going to be out of town, out of his apartment for a while. I need you to help me move. And he's like, all right, fine. And he don't ask any follow-up questions. He just gets in the cab, and then he's like, so go ahead.
She does like that thing where she's like, promise you won't get mad. And he's like, I won't get mad. You didn't promise. And I'm like, bro.
I never understood that, yo. Like,
I'm a grown ass man, yo.
Just break the fucking promise. We're all adults. Just break the fucking promise if it's some shit you don't want to do. What the fuck?
And then and then when he
was a wizard gonna come out? It doesn't mean anything.
Well, and
I lied. Like, get the fuck out of here. So what?
And then when he hangs up and goes back to the meeting, he lies again and says, "Oh, it was a small family emergency." I'm like, don't these people know your wife? So when she calls, or she shows up at the office or something, you're not afraid of someone being like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad that your family emergency has been resolved," or whatever. Like, just little things where I'm just like, you're just not thinking this whole infidelity thing through.
Yeah, that's how infidelity generally works. People don't really think that through. They just don't.
Not covering up. Not saying I have an experience in that. But I'm just saying,
wow. Yeah. When it comes to cheating, Tiara can really tell you how to get away with it. Okay.
I don't like the way that Michael just looked at the camera just now. I'm just saying. It just feels like common sense to me.
Like, I could zoom it so that you're the only person on this with just Micah staring at you like small.
No, I feel the same way about cheating as Micah does. I just don't think I would handle it very well.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, she on some Fatal Attraction shit. I got you. I hear you.
I can't control my actions. Or I won't be responsible for what I do.
I was like, you can definitely control your actions, yo. That's what a psychopath says.
Look, I can't comment on what I would do because I don't know.
Yeah, I can comment on what I would do. I would flip the fuck out.
Okay.
I'd flip the fuck out. But I'm not fighting a dude over it. Nah.
See, yo,
I'm not.
Like, if I was
I'm not hitting my wife,
like,
what kind of crazy shit is that?
Like we're in this apartment, right? We're in this apartment in DC because he's like, hey, I need to fly to DC. He's like, there's no way I'm flying to DC. You know, hard cut to
the plane landing at fucking.
He has to be back by what time? He has to be back for a 3:00 meeting, right?
Yeah,
the biggest meeting of his career, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going.
And they're in here. They're in this like loft or whatever, and she's just like, oh, let me take my shirt off and not put another shirt on and just put a sweater on and not. Yeah, no, yo, you leave her ass in DC, yo. Like, what the fuck?
No,
is
you
problem?
playing games, yo. You playing games, yo.
No. Yo, just stop playing games. Like, what? Nah, yo. Nah. You do that, Tiara? You do that with a friend? You just walk around in a bra around your male friends? Inquiring minds on YouTube want to know.
Why are you giving the people's eyebrow right now?
Because the people want to know.
I mean, are we talking a sports bra?
Nah, not at your little trollop gym you go to, and nobody be wearing shirts and shit. Nah, yo.
I mean, because is this in like? Are we talking like a bikini top?
No, this woman is wearing a bra.
Top? This woman is wearing nah, yo.
Like a Victoria's Secret bra.
Because I have bikini tops that reveal more than what she wore, and I've worn those around male friends. So it's
straight male friends.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, a few of them are straight. It's a mixed crowd.
No, they're not.
But to answer your question,
those dudes were standing in the back going, the whole time.
Right.
But to answer your question, Micah,
mental notes.
I don't. That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't change a thing for me. No, I don't wear. I would not wear my Savage Fenty type of bras around my straight male friends. Mm-hmm. Especially if we're just alone in my apartment. No, that's inappropriate.
Which one of y'all? Well, I thought of you when one of these dudes. I don't know if it posted in the show group or in the group that Terrence and Jay and I are in. But one of y'all posted something that reminded me of Tiara. It was one of them Instagram clips where it was a man on the street and he went up to this girl and was like, hey, you got a male friend, right? Male best friend, right? And she was like, yeah, he's like a brother to me. She was like, so he wouldn't want to hit it, right? And she was like, no, he's like a brother to me. If you called him up and asked him, he would definitely say no. And the dude on the street was like, call him up. And he called him up. Hey, John, I'm trying to fuck. You trying to fuck? He was like, what time? When? Okay? Right now? Can you give me 15 minutes? I'll be right there. Where you at? Never mind, I'll find you.
Drop a pin.
Shocked. She was shocked.
I can't believe it.
How does this relate back to me again?
That's you. That's what you think. Oh, I'm just walking around with my straight friends wearing a sports bra, and but they're married. They're not. Nah, yo, no.
Oh no, these people are mostly single.
Oh, even worse.
You Nikki True, yo. You Nikki True.
No, the fuck I'm not. I am not.
Thank you.
No,
finally, we're getting to the point in the episode I've been waiting on.
No, because
it's finally revealed.
Unavailable men. And I also don't ask people to come to me to a different state to help me move out of an abusive.
It's not a state. It's a district.
A district, whatever. I am not no fucking Nikki, Micah. Fuck you.
Showing up at some poor guy's job, harassing him, smoking cigarettes, throwing $1 bills out the
Absolutely
window.
not. And also, we're all like, we live in a city where most people are showing a lot of skin. Whether it's at the beach, whether it's at the gym, whatever. We're all adults. Just control yourself. It doesn't mean you want to fuck someone.
I agree. I think all of y'all should just walk around in blas. I think that would be.
Look, the gym gets hot.
Even if you're the heir to the O. Henry, the O. Henry
candy back fortune.
Yeah,
I understood that reference.
Yeah, he's out there being lewd and lascivious.
So look, they're dancing to Biz Markie in this apartment, and all of a sudden, Michael K. Williams comes in and beats the dog shit out of Richard.
As you do.
I get it. You know,
that's reasonable.
Yeah,
is it reasonable?
It's not unreasonable.
Yeah. Not.
He could have killed him.
You show up at my house.
They broke into my apartment.
Nah.
Yeah, they broke into his house.
Trespassing.
Nah, you trespassing. Nah, we got.
I don't know this nigga.
Yeah, he might have
he
a gun.
Held her at gunpoint or some shit like that. I don't know.
I'm trying to save her.
Vigilante justice, man. Yeah. Get out of here. I stand with Michael K. Williams in this movie. Look, he comes back to New York and he returns late to make a sales presentation that is in an important business meeting, causing the loss of a lucrative contract, and almost loses his job. Look, the boss sits his ass down and is like at this gigantic table and is like, see this quarter? This quarter represents the $20 million that you bring into the company. The company is represented by this gigantic fucking table, and this quarter is directly proportional to your worth in the company. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I believe he said the table. I believe he said the table was $800 billion. No, 800. Was it 800 billion or 800 million?
800 million.
It better not be $800 billion. What the?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a movie. We just made $1 million. Like fucking Birdemic. So yeah, either way, that was a pretty harsh way of cutting someone down, I have to say. I enjoyed that.
I was taken aback. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. And that woke his ass up, because he was like, every time Nikki would call, he's like, I ain't here. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Leave me alone.
You need to go to Men's Warehouse and fill out a suit properly, because like this montage of him wearing all these different suits, like it's 2007, not 1997. Yo, like get out of here. Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, the suits weren't too bad.
Maybe it's just him
like, they're not
being
like
super
Harvey
thin.
Suits and no shit like that. Like,
nah, he's just
they're
thin.
not. He's just super thin. Like he looks like he's wearing his dad's suit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about the design. I'm talking about the fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to get a tailor, dude. You got to get a tailor.
I put him buttoned up half the time. That makes it look a little bit worse.
Nah, that's a K&G suit. You know?
During this montage of him trying to get away from Nikki, he sees what's this dude's name? Orlando Jones.
Yeah, Orlando Jones.
Yeah. He sees Orlando Jones as Nelson, the guy who used to date Nikki, I think, right? Didn't he used to date her or something like that?
Yeah. And he tried to kill
himself.
Yeah, he tried to kill himself because she left. No, ain't no woman in the world worth me trying to kill myself over. Even if like you weirdly call Jay and think that I might do it. Like,
nope.
No, that
would have been stupid.
That would have been very dumb, and also a little arrogant.
Not only a little arrogant, and then Jay hypothetically comes to your house to sit down with you, and then we watch what was that terrible ass fucking movie with the curve and the bullets? What was that dumb movie?
Wanted.
Wanted? Whoa. Back up before we continue with the end of this episode. What? So you called like?
Yeah, this is the things I do for friendship, man. I'm forced to watch that piece of shit.
Yo, what? Yo, let's watch one.
I barely remember. The only thing I remember from all that is I bought a 3D TV, and that was a gigantic.
I
waste
remember
of
that
fucking
3D
money.
TV.
Yeah, it was.
It was a gigantic waste of money.
That's all right.
3D technology went nowhere. 3D home technology went absolutely nowhere.
It really.
You can watch Avatar.
Yeah,
that's it.
that was around the same time, right?
Yep.
That was 2009. Avatar came out, so I must have the DVD probably came out 2010.
I would just also like to say, since this movie came out in 2007, it's the same year The Rock was cast as Black Adam.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yo, that's fucking.
I like that.
Shit. That's fucking ridiculous.
Thank you for
Holy
that. Thank you for
shit.
that. That's very funny.
That puts. I mean, you talk about perspective. Like, god damn.
Oh my god.
Scandal came and went before we got
Holy
Black Adam.
shit.
By a number of years. By a number of years. Yeah. I don't know, guys. You guys might be right. This Savage Fenty website seems pretty good. All right.
Wow. You should
It
buy
is.
some.
You should buy one.
I
Just
was gonna
remember-
say.
You can also and also they allow, like, how do I say this without
I'm
sounding
getting ready to go
like
on
an
vacation.
asshole?
Y'all. Get out of here.
They allow anyone to almost anyone to become models if you have like a or ambassadors. If you have like a following.
You been working out, right, Mike? I mean, Jay, you been working out.
I look. I'm not
Yeah, Savage Fenty model in the next fucking Savage Fenty show next year.
Look.
Nigga,
I'm not trying to be an
my TV.
asshole. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I got a better looking body than some of these male models on here. I'm just saying. I do.
I mean, it's about inclusiveness. It's
Yes,
about inclusiveness.
yes.
A
And
body
I'm
for
including
everybody.
I'm including myself as having a better physique than some of these men.
Oh Lord, it's not supposed to be a competition.
Okay.
It's for everybody.
Mhm. You don't
Okay.
know, man.
Mm.
You don't
Yeah, I'm
know,
about to
man.
say, like, it don't fucking matter for niggas. Like, those
No, it
big
don't.
niggas will be like, I still look better than you. Fuck you. Knowing damn well. Not- like, that
Life
not-
is a competition, my nigga. Like, get out of here. Nah, look, I like to see people of all shapes and sizes being represented. I think that's dope. I think that's one of the reasons why this shit's so popular. People don't feel like they
Their
feel like
shows
they're
are
being
dope.
included.
Like the shows that she puts on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not gonna watch them because I don't give a fuck about fashion like that. But like,
Neither
but
do
I
I.
respect it.
Like, usually has some incredibly
After she-
fine women. You know?
I can see that. I can see that. After she emasculated A$AP Rocky, I really just can't support
Yeah,
her.
I can't. Do
How
it.
dare she have him not leading? You know, her being the billionaire. How dare she? How dare she? My God.
Yo, niggas are weird.
You're very weird. Yeah, very
They're
weird.
just so fucking weird.
My wife was a billionaire. You could drag my ass around the beach all day. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? So Nikki invites him out to a party. She's like, "Oh, I'm dating this nigga named Compassion." What? Come to the club. We're gonna eat onion rings at 4 a.m. He's like, "Yo, I'm a grown ass man." And he's like, what am I going to tell my wife? And she's like, just pick a fight. And that's what he does in one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
I hated,
I find
I
this.
was like, what is this nigga doing, yo? What are you doing?
You're going to
What are you
lose
doing?
Gina Torres, man. You're gonna lose Gina Torres.
Yo. Like, the only thing that
Also-
would have made this movie better is if she was just like, yo, I can't do this with you, yo. Like, if this movie were to take itself seriously, the ending should have, he should run back to her and she should just be like, I want a divorce because I can't deal with this. I don't know what's wrong with you. Apparently therapy is not working. We gotta end it because like this duck thing. I think the movie would have been better for that. It would have, been a downer ending, which I know people don't like, but I think it's a little better than fucking breaking out into song.
Fire and Desire or some shit like that.
A terrible rendition of Fire and Desire.
But yeah, man, like I didn't want this character to win after this. After this needless, like picking this stupid fight to go and hang out with his friend or whatever. I just, this was the only part of the movie that I was like, fuck this nigga, man.
This part.
I mean, right before he left home to sing that dumbass song. like that was the part.
And he was gone for 5 hours.
Yeah, okay. That's the problem.
Married people on the show. That's your significant other picks a fight with you and is gone for 5 hours. How do you react?
Did we have a fight at 8 a.m. and she went to work?
No,
because
y'all had a fight at dinner, and then you decided to go through her stuff. Y'all going through her stuff like Jenny Torres said?
No, I don't do shit like that.
No, I don't go through like I don't go through like phones and shit.
No,
like I know the password, but I don't go through it because like that's weird.
Yeah, I know my wife's password. She knows mine. I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
Nah,
they're gone for 5 hours after dinner.
Oh, did she take her phone? Because Find My Wife's phone is connected to my phone. I'm showing up.
Okay, so this is 2007. So you don't
I'm showing the fuck up. 2023 J showing up, and I'm gonna be a whole asshole. I'm gonna be where you at? You better be somewhere fucking boring and innocent, sitting there having coffee, crying and shit. That's it. Better not be at the club shaking your ass.
Why?
Because I live by the rules that my parents set down for me. Where you embarrass me is where I embarrass you. I'm gonna act like an asshole. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Look, no, if I looked on Find My, yeah, no, it does. I get that. I hear you. Like, nah, I'm showing up. You better not be down at like the Paradox or some shit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and be wild.
Wow, Jesus,
that would be really weird for my wife. Nearly 50 years old.
The Paradox at 2 in the morning.
Oh, yo, what are you doing in here, yo? I didn't even know this place was still open.
No, but he was out for 5 hours. He came home.
That's
he
crazy.
Was smoking weed, so he smells like fucking weed. Come on, yo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a good look, though.
Which is weird.
And she didn't even show up. She didn't even show up. She went to Miami with some other dude.
Yeah, compassion.
So again, this man has almost he got on probation at work. Mm-hmm. Almost lost his job.
Mm-hmm.
Took her advice to pick a fight with his wife. Went to the club. She didn't show up. And all for what?
Look, I got to tell you, man.
All because he's bored.
Look, I got to tell you, and this is going to sound harsh, and you can take the opposite along with it. No pussy is worth this, and no dick is worth this either. It's not. It's not, yo. It's just not. Like, yeah, she's super fine. You gonna fuck your whole life up? Not just your marriage, because that's bad enough. You gonna fuck your career up too?
Yep.
No.
And also,
Kerry Washington is very attractive. She ain't that attractive to fuck the bag up.
And
like, nah.
and clearly, like, she has no regard for his life. Yeah, he's just like the fact that this woman met his kids and is still messing with this man. And she said, and one thing she said earlier was like, I like you because you feel safe.
She wants to just fuck him to see if she can. That's all it is. She's not really interested in him. She just want to see how far she can push it and to break him. That's it. That's all it is. There are plenty of people like that. Oh, you and him. I mean, that's why the old statement, when you get married, women are more interested in you. And you're like, what the fuck? Where were y'all like 5 years ago when my lame ass was alone? Because some women just want that. Like, they want to see if they can get to you and shit like that. And men do the same thing to married women. Yeah, they do. Like, it's not a woman thing. It's just like, it's a piece of shit person thing. So, nah. Nope. Nah.
So
Come to my
are you
apartment.
saying
No.
that some people won't be found attractive until they get married?
Yeah. Like, look, the stench of, like, trying to get laid that guys put out when they're single, that shit generally goes away when they're married. And then they seem more safe. And then women are like, ooh, that's attractive. That's true. That's true. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Hopeless out here for our single people.
Yeah. Well, y'all here trying to ruin lives and shit. Oh, what the fuck happened? Fuck.
Okay.
Okay. What was the last thing we were talking about?
We can kind of wrap
gone
up.
for 5 hours.
So Nikki never showed up at the club. Like you said, she went out with Compassion. The dude's name, Compassion. Richard's like, hey, I don't know what happened. I don't care. I'm married, just single. Leave me alone. Don't call me anymore. And
Yeah.
just stay away from me. You should have did that an hour and 6 minutes ago.
Yeah. Right after she showed up that first time.
Things start to improve in Richard's usual routine and love life. Months later, Nikki shows up at his office unannounced. Two of them have lunch, and Richard turns. Oh, do you want to talk about the? The comedic bit in this scene? So they go out on a date. And Richard is like, "Hey, all right, babysitter, get out of here. It's time to rock and roll. Let's do this. I took a Viagra. I'm ready. Let's go." And then he goes in, and she is knocked out.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm on that.
And he's got a boner. Tiara, your fantasies have come true. You have seen Chris Rock with a boner.
You know what? That was like I realized I didn't need to see. I forgot about that part. I am.
How could you?
I don't need to see it again. It's okay. Did that ever happen to y'all?
No, I don't need pills.
I don't mean that part.
When I took Mojo Rising.
Isn't that on one of the? Isn't that on Airing the Grievances?
Yeah, yes. It is, and that's the story
that episode almost killed me. I was at the gym and I was working out, and I almost dropped a weight on my neck because I didn't expect that shit.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Very funny.
Yep, that's one of
the funniest fucking things I've never heard in my entire life.
I'm never going to give that story away for free. So if you want to hear it, you need to cough up $5.
Yep.
It's the mango episode. If you call for $5, I remember exactly which episode it was. I don't know what number, but it's the mango.
Yep. That's got to be one of the funniest fucking stories you have ever told. Like,
shit, I'm not joking. I almost died that night. Like literally.
Yeah, I've never taken any sort of pills or anything like that. No.
So he had
no. Yeah, he had priapism
because he took Viagra.
Yeah,
nah, and that's terrifying. You know? That's terrifying to me.
They're like, we got to let the blood out, and there's only one way to do it, and that's to stick a needle in it.
Yeah.
I'd have just let that shit rock. Fuck that. Nah.
Yeah, I'd have figured it out, man. I'd have figured it out.
Like, get more ice packs, you know. Like, come on. Put on baseball.
Yeah, do something.
He couldn't feel it, could he?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah, she said you're not going to feel it, but she don't got a dick. So she knows what the fuck she's talking about. Like,
Again,
get outta
she's
here.
speaking from a place of ignorance. Like, no, come on.
I mean, he seemed fine the next day. He seemed fine enough to go to work the next day, so it couldn't have been that bad, right?
Mm-hmm. All right.
You being real indignant right now. I don't appreciate that shit.
A man is in pain. Serious. I'll hold his ass
God
down.
damn it.
I mean, I gotta say though, like he thought he was gonna leave his house for 5 hours after an argument in the middle of the night, smoke weed, hang out with all these other women, all this shit, and then the very next day he was gonna get a date and then get laid. Like, that turnaround is mighty fast, dude. Like, no, that was not gonna happen for you.
So after this, he becomes an incel, and it's just like,
yeah, he does.
Fuck you, you fine ass bitch. Look at you. Send an email, bitch. Nobody wants to hear you talk. You fucking whore. Look at this bitch walking down the street in her drawers.
He was like, well, nobody can be mad at her. I mean, like, I'm an incel, but I ain't crazy. Like, come on now.
Yeah, and it was, again, that felt like a Louis C.K. Contribution to the script. So yeah, they're doing the routine, right? He's getting back to normal. Months later, Nikki shows up at his office unannounced. They have lunch because this dummy doesn't learn, and he finds out that she is currently engaged to another successful man. And of her realization that she's getting older, she's like, I'm the old bitch at the club, so I gotta land me a big one. I gotta land me a whale. And she's like, come.
That was probably fucking not on purpose.
I actually don't think you. I hope you didn't mean.
No, you know what a whale. So look, in gaming terminology, a whale is someone who has a lot of money to spend on a video game.
No,
that's what I meant. Like,
yeah, the tables have turned, have they not?
Wendell P.
Oh, that's right. It is Wendell P. Yo,
that's what we're fucking laughing at. You fucking asshole.
Y'all fucked up.
I didn't want to come down on Micah too hard because, like, when he said, I was like, I don't think he meant.
No, I don't think he meant it that way. No, I knew he didn't mean it that way. But we're assholes. The fuck?
Yeah.
I refuse to give him the benefit of the doubt. I refuse. No.
Y'all are fucked
that
up.
nigga ain't give me the benefit of the doubt an hour ago. Fuck him. Well, no, I'm not giving him the benefit.
I didn't call Wendell Pierce Wing Chun, did I?
Reuben Gorilla would be the proper.
Oh my god!
No, I ain't giving you credit for nothing.
Man.
Not like Wendell Pierce, man. He's a great actor. I don't know what he's doing in this movie.
Look,
I forgot he was in this too.
It was random as fuck. I'm like, Wendell Pierce? Like, all right. It would have been better if his name was Compassion, though. If that was him.
So so they introduce, Nikki's like, hey, come meet him. And they meet him. And later on, she admits that, like, she's not in love with the guy. She just, wants to, she wants to set herself up for something, she wants a parachute. She wants a golden parachute, basically.
Right.
She admits that she's not in love with him and that she refuses to settle for, she's a gold digger, basically. And she's telling Richard that the two of them could be very happy together because she genuinely likes him, right? Like, I think she genuinely likes him. I think she is just, she's a broken, misguided character, right? Like, and this is a very generous reading of this character, but I don't think she's doing this just to fuck with Richard. I think she genuinely likes Richard, and she's very selfish about it. Like, she's like, no, I want you. And if this were like a horror movie, she would be trying to kill Gina Torres. But because this is a romantic comedy, she's just trying to steal him away or whatever. But again, that could be me just being very nice to this movie. She says that they could be very happy together, and he says, regardless of his desires, his life isn't about what he wants. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I didn't.
That
like
is not what. That's not what a healthy marriage is. That is not. If you have that mentality, you don't need to be married. Yes, your life it should be about what you want, and it should be about what you want for your partner, and it should be about what you want for each other. This is another part that really annoyed me, but I get it. That's what this movie is. Yeah, I don't know. Like, as much as we all joke about like happy wife, happy life, and you get pissed at that phrase.
I hate that phrase.
It is happy house. Right.
Exactly
it is
right.
Happy spouse, happy house. Like, it is.
That's what it should be. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. That was just a really shitty thing to say.
And he reconciles that later, but it's not a good statement, because it makes it sound like this is my lot in life. Oh, I'm in this marriage. Like, then you're not happy and you shouldn't be married. And it's Gina Torres, you fucking idiot. Get it together. What are you doing? So then they meet up.
After hearing this, Nikki says she and her fiance are set to move to LA, with Nikki asking Richard to come to her apartment later to say a proper goodbye. He goes to look for condoms, and
I'm not going.
This old joke of, hey, can you give me some condoms, please? Right? Hey, Jim, this guy wants condoms. Like, all right, we get it. We get it.
Blowing backs out. Like, we got it. No, I'm not going. I'm not going to this. Hey, proper goodbye. We just had one. High five, nigga. Bye. No, I'm not going. Like, this is a woman inviting you up to her hotel room. Like, no, I'll meet you in the lobby. Like, I'm not going up. No thanks.
Nigga, I will meet you in Temecula before I meet you in there.
That was good. That's a good reference. Yeah, no, I'm not going. No way. Get out of here. I don't care even if I was like, oh no, nothing's gonna happen. No, we will never find out. I will never see you again. Take your ass, you and Wendell Pierce, and live your shitty marriage down in Miami away from me. No.
She said, she was asked, do you love him? And she was like, I could in a few years. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
I could grow to love him, I guess. Like, that's fucked up. Do you think a lot of people marry like that? Especially when they get what they feel like is in the upper ages?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
I don't even think it has to do with it. I don't even think it's an age thing.
Oh, really? I think it happens.
I think
more
some people just get lonely.
I think people just feel like they need to be married, especially if they're like religious and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's why that Jagged Edge song exists.
We ain't getting no young. Those are the most offensive lyrics in music.
We told the DJ, no younger.
Also, remember what she said? She said like, I don't have to live in a tiny ass studio apartment ever again. She wants stability, some sort of stability in her life. That's why she's marrying, not because she loves him.
Now, okay, I will. No.
Go on, do it.
Look, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Hell yeah! What show is this? This is
Proceed.
She is the villain, or she is a villain in this movie, right? Like, she is not considered a good character.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In 2007, she is not considered a good character. Yet I hear so many young people talk like her now, and it's accepted as like, yeah, of course. Like, I just want stability. But like the financial stability, I just want, I want a partner with, financial stability and all this other stuff. And they speak exactly like that. And it's considered like, oh yeah, no, that's a reasonable perspective. She's a fucking gold digger. in 2007, no one watching this movie at the time didn't think she was. But now that language is used and it's accepted. Like, it's very weird to me. Because I still think look, I'm an old nigga. I think a lot of the same language is still considered gold digger.
I'm gonna push back a little bit on that because I hear people do talk about how they want to marry for stability, but it's usually younger people talking to other young people, and they're not talking to people who they think are rich. They're talking to someone who could basically just like cover half the bills. Like,
oh, that's not who I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. So like the people who I see talking about this are like people who are struggling just to find any type of like stable housing, like wanted to buy a house, for example. I see people who are willing to get married or be with someone for something like that, not necessarily to marry someone who is wealthy, basically a gold digger.
No, I'm talking about people who want to marry for wealth, like
that's what I hear. I hear women talking like this nigga has to make like $300,000.
Yo, that's
how the fuck do you think? How much do you think niggas get paid?
Yo, that's crazy.
Also, 300,000. Never mind.
Just like he's got to be making $250,000.
Are you about to say $300,000 is not a lot of money? Were you about to say?
Look.
You gotta relax, yo. Yo, Tiara. Before you answer, just remember you're wearing a shirt that says Baltimore on it. You know damn well ain't no niggas over here making $300,000. You better knock it off.
Why do you think I'm in LA?
Oh, yeah, well, all right. That's fair.
I mean, so it's just. I guess because
it's a lot of money.
It is. Look, it's a lot of money.
Take that backhoe, that cat, and dig more.
Look, $300,000 is a lot of money for me.
It's a lot of money for anybody, yo.
But if I'm gonna go dig, I'm gonna probably shoot.
Oh damn! Oh, you going big? Like, okay, all right. Wow,
like, that's like the minimum that any nigga should be making.
Make it worth your while.
Right, if you're gonna steal big.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But like these women, like I think they're younger, but they're like, like how much? Any dude making like $250,000 minimum? Like, yo, you're wild. Like you live in Nebraska, nigga. Like, calm down.
Yo, the average wage is like $35,000 a year. Like that's a great. Like I need him to make 10 times that. Like what? Like okay.
You don't know how money works. They don't know how money works.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
That I see.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I find that is a very common. And look, I'm not like. I see this online, right? Which I understand as a microcosm, and not so much, not representative, perhaps not representative of everybody. I'm not saying it is. But I see that as in 2007, that was seen as like, oh, that's some straight gold digging bullshit. Now it's like, oh, no, that's just a reasonable statement. I'm like,
but why do you think young people, and I'm not going to make this like, we're not talking about young women specifically, but this is like a young people, period. Why do you think young people are so open about this right now?
I think we as a society are completely obsessed with rich people. And I think people have lost all perspective of what it's like to be a regular person. I truly do.
I think it's that, and it's TikTok culture. Like anyone can make money now. All you got to do is be viral on TikTok.
Right, and if you do it enough, you could be a millionaire. Right.
And it's also looking like you have it. Which is what social media is meant to do.
Yeah, right. A lot of fronting. Until you make it.
Look, I know for a fact there is and I know Micah and Terrence know who this person is. I don't need to say their name. There is a very famous Instagram fitness model, I guess you could call her, who has a very, very nice posterior, let's say. And she's often used to like promote her and her husband's products or whatever, supplements, right?
Is this really short woman?
Yeah, you know who it is. Okay. You know who it is.
Do something to do something.
Yeah. Do something to do something. Yeah. I love that statement. It's hilarious. But I know for a fact that the house that they show off in those videos is not their house. Because I saw a documentary on YouTube about YouTube influencers renting houses, and that house was one of the houses that is rented by YouTube influencers to pretend to be rich. And I think there is a very weird obsession with being rich and faking it till you make it. Because if you watch the other videos, when she's walking around, I'm like, you going to Walmart, yo. You in a Target.
Kroger's, yo.
Right, yo, you're not rich. You're not rich.
Yeah,
but you in this
$6
million house in Miami bullshit. Like, you're not rich.
But even then, that's not, I wouldn't even say like
Kathy.
that's because I would say part of it is almost there's almost a shamelessness for how younger people cover, or younger people in general just covet like wealth, but like influencers, especially younger ones, like anywhere between 18 and 25, they do though they're some of them are pretty open about how they all like buy a house or rent a house together.
Some of them just
so they can make content.
That's wild to me,
dude. But also there's a small caveat depending on who you're talking about. Some of these influencers also come from money and use it to make even more money.
Yeah, like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They weren't broke kids. Like they're not. We were struggling. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Because you fucked up and showed your house that you grew up in early on, right? And then people were like, yo, I remember that. Like, yo, it wasn't that long ago.
There's this couple that will pop up on my timeline, and one of them is 22, I think, and the guy just turned 23, and their house is massive, and they live in like somewhere in the Midwest. But even out in here, when they were in LA, they had a house that was so big, and they were like 20 when they bought it. And it's this thing about I don't know if it's like this idea of trying to look like you've made it before you've even really done anything, or you've even been old enough to do anything.
Right. Let's fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Right. And like there's something about that in life that is okay, right? Like sometimes you do have to fake it till you make it, right? I'll tell them I know how to do Excel and then I'll learn it when I get there type of shit, right? Like that there's ultimately nothing wrong with that, but there is something to be said about what it does to other young people. And this idea, like Terrence was talking about, where people are like, yeah, I need somebody who makes $250,000. I don't know. I guess my spouse will make $1 million. Yeah, I'm like, yo, you have no idea what $1 million is, yo. Like, you have no idea what that cost. Like, what it cost to get there, let alone what $1 million really is, right?
You have to find someone who already came from money to find someone like that.
Yeah, or like or they're some sort of social media like megastar already, right? Like that is super uncommon. Like it just is. It's super uncommon.
Now, younger people, are these like younger people who are like, no shade to people, to all of us who are from Baltimore, are these people who would like come from modest means, or are these people who are
what you trying to say? Broke niggas?
Or are these people who have been exposed to that kind of money?
No, I think
they've been exposed to. I don't think they've been exposed to that kind of money because they don't know what the fuck it is.
Right. No, I don't.
I don't know. I don't know if they really understand how money works. Like, first of all, they're very young, so like they're probably just like graduated from high school, maybe in college or whatever. But that's a wild thing to say. To be like he's got a minimum, right? That's like minimum house he should be like $200,000, right? I don't know. Because I got to be able to buy my stuff, and you still got to be able to pay for the bills and all. I'm like, so you're not gonna work.
Like we gotta put our money together.
Is that how that works?
Like, we gotta be a team.
It's very
homes in LA are expensive. I need someone that makes at least $500,000.
Yeah, move.
Yeah,
move, or live in a TikTok house with 19 other niggas dancing like gorillas or whatever.
I could be.
You're not. You're one of these people. You're one of them. You're Nikki True. Michael was right.
I am not fucking. Look, I will.
Wow.
I will be back in Baltimore this year. I'm going to fight both of you.
I ain't gonna be there.
No, I am not, Nikki, because I make my own money and I am financially stable.
She got her own job. She's a hostess.
No.
She got her own job.
I don't live in a tiny studio apartment. I make enough to actually do things, and where actually I don't need to like.
Wow.
Go after married men.
Look, listen to her. Look, she's better. She's better than all y'all home wreckers out there who think y'all good.
Yeah, you goddamn right. Go after single people.
Wow, judgments. I thought we were in a no judge culture now. You're
if
not allowed to
you
judge
go
people
after people
for anything.
who are unavailable to ruin their marriages. You're not a very you need to do some soul searching. That's all I
Look,
gotta say. Something is missing in your life.
She's a
If you need to look up
troglodyte,
African American
and
women.
she should be called out for it. She's a tramp, and I don't. She's a
Good
troglodyte.
Lord, Jay. No.
She is, yo. She is. She's trying to ruin Gina Torres' marriage. I don't give a fuck about Chris Rock.
Like, I feel like you probably meant trollop, but you said troglodyte instead.
No, I like troglodyte. Troglodyte is a very good word.
Jay is from the year 1954.
No, your troglodyte is an amazing put down. Trust me.
Michael,
add it to your
where are we
vocabulary.
now?
It's great.
Are we at the end now?
Sure, let's get there.
So she's like, hey, let's do this. And he starts taking his clothes off, and he looks at himself in the mirror, and he's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you should have had that epiphany months ago, or an hour and 26 minutes ago.
This was what you young folks call a sneaky link. Right? That's what it's called, right?
That is what I believe. That is what they call it. Yes.
What did you say?
A sneaky link?
A what?
A sneaky link.
Yeah. That's what it's called, right?
Terrence and I are the only. Wow, Terrence and I are the coolest ones here. That's awesome.
A sneaky link? All right.
Nah.
Okay. Anyway,
I understand, Terrence. I've seen the videos they talk about this.
And he literally runs away, and he puts his ring back on, his wedding band back on.
Never
and he
took it.
runs into the house, and he looks around, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And Rich is like, "Yeah, they're fine." And I swear, yo, the stupidest part of this movie happens right now. Yo, like this movie was solid, but like it just left a bad taste in my mouth. Like, and even the song, like you could tell they're lip syncing it. You know what I mean? Like you can tell it's looped in after the fact, and it's not even like funny. Like, oh my God, yo, like if it was an actual song,
right? They should have gotten professionals to sing it. Like that would have actually been fun.
Done Fire and Desire, the real.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like a real song. Like they should have. But no, this is just some R. Kelly-esque like talking singing, and it's just not. Yo, I can't.
It was him. It was something he and Louis C.K. wrote. Like,
yeah,
they thought it was hilarious. And it really wasn't.
It was not.
This movie was all right until again, I don't hate the movie because of this, but this is why I don't like Chris Rock movies. Like this is. I'm disgusted by it. I'm disgusted by this. I'm disgusted by this.
Like I gotta tell you, the thing that really bugs me, God, Gina Torres is really attractive. The thing that really bugs me about this whole scene is like their culmination of like, all right, we're gonna like make it work and have sex and everything else. Why did they put it on Gina Torres to be like, why don't we fuck anymore? It was like, he's been trying. Like, it's that he's been fucking weird. Up. Like, why are you asking why? Like, you know why. Like, he should be the one apologizing because what he did that entire movie was pretty fucked up. Like, why don't we fuck anymore? I think I've seen the last hour and 28 minutes to figure that part out. Like, it was just weird to have her say that. Like, he should have said it, if anything.
I agree with Michael with. I wonder if they should, like, I'm part of me is leaning towards the whole, like, divorce thing, but I wish they had a moment in this movie where Gina Torres just found out about what he was doing with Nikki.
Yeah, she never found out.
And that bothers me.
Yeah, Chris Rock didn't pay any price for his emotional cheating.
Right. I mean, look.
Fair is fair, isn't it?
Look, I still don't know what you're talking about. But at the same time, like he took off her panties. Like he was really about to go in. Like and and he paid no real consequences. Like he didn't lose his job. Like there was his Gina Torres didn't find anything when she went through her stuff. Like I wish there had just been something that shown that she was suspicious and she was wondering like, oh, you know, it was Nikki or like you've been spending a lot of time with Nikki or something like that. But no, never happened.
Yeah, I think it would have been an interesting dark turn if he got there and she was just like, nah, we're done. Like,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if at the end of Top 5, when Chris Rock's character asks Rosario Dawson's character, hey, who are your top 5 rappers? She just raps their lyrics.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird.
It'd be a little fucking weird.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird.
I
need
just
to watch that movie again. I really enjoyed that movie a lot.
Yeah, I like it. It's his best movie in my opinion. It is his best movie.
It is.
This movie is my second favorite of his. You know, with an asterisk. But I had a good time. I had a good time with this movie for 99% of it, and that is something. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's cool.
Any final comments there before we get out of here for episode 238?
Nope.
No.
All right. That is episode 238. I Think I Love My Wife. We will be back next week with a preview episode for episode 239. Later, guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye.
You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.